Good day, ma'am, and to everyone. I am Marjorie B. Dumayas, and today I'll be presenting all of my answers. First question: is human rights a right or a privilege? Can human right be restricted? If yes, when? Everyone is entitled to some fundamental rights just by virtue of their existence. These are referred to as human rights rather than privileges. They are your rights in the sense that they define who you are, what you can do, and what you can own. Human rights are that are unalienable unless there are exceptional circumstances and proper procedures are followed. They should not be taken away. For for question number two, what are the circumstances when a warrantless arrest is lawful? Under the rules of court, Rule 113, Section 5, a warrantless arrest, often known as a citizen's arrest, is illegal under three circumstances: when in the presence of the policeman, the person to be arrested has committed, is actually committing, or is attempting to commit an offense. To be valid, first, there must be probable cause. Second, the crime has just been committed. And third, that the person conducting the warrantless arrest has personal knowledge of facts or circumstances that the person to be arrested has done it. For question number three, public school teachers stage for days mass actions at the Department of Education, Culture and Sports to press for an immediate grant of their demand for additional pay. The DEC's secretary issued to them a notice of the illegality of their unauthorized action, ordered them to immediately return to work, and warned them of impossible sanctions. They ignored this and continued with their mass action. The DEC secretary issued orders for their preventive suspension without pay and charged the teachers with gross misconduct and gross neglect of duty for unauthorized abandonment of teaching posts and absences without leave. The question is, are employees in the public sector allowed to form unions to strike? My answer is, employees shall have the rights, says Section 7 of the National Labor Relations Act. Strikes are among the coordinated actions protected for employees by this provision, as are other concerted activities for the purpose of collective bargaining or other mutual help or protection. The right to strike is also addressed in Section 13. It goes like this: except as expressly specified herein, nothing in this act will be considered to interfere with, hinder, or decrease the right to strike in any way, or to modify the limits or qualifications that the right. A review of these two sections reveals that the law not only protects employees' right to strike but also lays restrictions and criteria of, on the rights exercise. For example, public school teachers held a days-long mass strike at the Department of Education, Culture and Sports to demand that their demand for additional compensation be granted immediately. For question of letter B, the teachers claim that their right be peaceably assemble and petition the government for a redress or grievances has been curtailed. Are they correct? Why? Yes, as citizens of this nation, teachers have the right to peacefully assemble and petition the government for redress of complaints. The right to petition the government for redress of the grievances means that we have the freedom to lodge a complaint to or seek aid from our government without fear of punishment or retaliation. It is everyone's right and it should not be taken away from us. For question number 4, Soledad, a widowed school teacher, takes under her wing one of her students, Kiko, 13 years old, who was abandoned by his parents and has to do odd jobs in order to study. She allows Kiko to live in her house, provides him with clean clothes, food, and a daily allowance of 200 pesos. In exchange, Kiko does routine housework consisting of cleaning the house and doing errands for Soledad. One day, a representative of Dolly and DSWD came to Soledad's house and charged her with violating the law that prohibits work by minors. Soledad objects and offers as a defense that she was not requiring Kiko to work as chores were not hazardous. Further, she did not give him chores regularly, but only intermittently as the need may arise. Is Soledad's defense merita- meritorious? My answer would be I think teacher Soledad is just kind enough to help the poor kid Kiko because if it wasn't for her, he cannot be well groomed and educated properly. Although she has the power to bring Kiko to the DSWD, but she chose not to, maybe because he developed love for the kid. Also, the chores that teacher Soledad demanded is just a way for the kid to show that was grateful for the opportunity that has given to him. I also think that this WD is being negligent enough to charge her with that kind of accusation. I think they need to investigate first before taking such actions. For question number 5, do workers have a right not to join a labor organization? My answer is what is the right to self organization? It is the right of workers and employees to form, join, or arrest or assist, unions, organizations, or associations for purpose of collective bargaining and negotiation, and for mutual aid and protection. And for me, it is a must. For question number 5, For question number 6, cite at least 10 rights guaranteed to all human beings under international treaties without any discrimination on grounds such as race, color, sex, language, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. For my 10 rights are the right to life, the right to freedom from torture, the right to equal treatment, the right to privacy, the right to asylum, the right to marry, the right to freedom of thought, opinion, and expression, the right to work, the right to education, and the right to social service. And these are my answers. Thank you.